Oh. Did you what happened? Whoa. Oh, finally, dude, it's been a while. It's actually been a year since our last Formula One show podcast.
To the day?
Hold on, I'll tell you right now. I had it open. It was March. Yeah, actually more. March 1st was our last episode, and that was the season kickoff 2023. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the season kickoff 2024 of the F1 or FU podcast. Oh, yeah.
Man, we DNF'd every race.
Yeah. We did triple DNFs.
We ran out of money, couldn't put a car out there. It happens.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's true. We were also sponsored by Russians.
So yeah, total disaster last season. We got kicked off the show. We weren't on Netflix. You had to find us on some other streaming platform. But now we're back. All right, we're back on the grid. We got our partnerships all sorted out and our sponsorships now. As you can see, Achilles. That's it. We went over this a couple years ago that you can change once.
Yeah,
and you've
the
made
one
your decision.
time, and I have to stick with it. Right?
Okay, so you've chosen your team. Gus and I, we have to discuss here where we're at. But anyway, thanks everybody. This is the F1 or FU podcast. We've started off this year with our whole new format. It's gonna be a lot of fun. But if you're coming here for like analytics and lap times, no, man, you ain't gonna get none of that shit here. Okay. We're going to just talk like three boys here, just talking about the race and all the stupid stuff.
We've been watching for like 3 years.
Exactly. We're the most knowledgeable citrus-based podcast out there, okay? But that's it. Don't expect too much here, but expect a good time. So on the grid here, we got in P12 coming in for this week's race. We got Achilles, like I said, there with his Haas gear. I'm your boy Larry Fresh, coming in at a solid P5. I'm not with the the lower end teams here. I feel like I got a good position here, but I still need a lot of work for this season to get back up to speed. And Gus, the hell is Argy?
Argy, I'm P9 right now, sitting at P9. Argy is the stock ticker symbol for Aston Martin because I bought 9 shares of Aston Martin stock. So that's who I'm rooting for this season.
Bing bong.
Wow. Okay.
That's right. That's right.
All right. Well, Gus, we know which team Gus is on for.
All right. So we got a financial incentive here now on your teams. Okay, yeah. You've made a purchase. Congrats. That's I guess.
Too bad you didn't get any Ferrari stock before these announced Hamilton, because that shit went through the roof when that happened.
Even before it went through the roof, it was way too expensive. The Aston Martin stock price was at a 52-week low. So
nice.
I was like, yeah, let me snatch that up before Formula One season starts.
Look at Gus on this
50. A 9-10 finish. Yeah, I don't know if a 9-10 finish is going to boost that, but.
Hey, well, Gus knows what's up. He's like, we triple DNF'd for the whole year, but he got the stock price at the same price as if he would have gotten it a year ago. So, he's like, yeah, I'm genius here, bro. Great job, Gus. Points on that, bro. All right, so so this is it, Gus. You're officially, I mean, you could have a financial incentive in a team, but is this now your team? Are you like, that's it, Aston Martin? You're going green for sure? Because
I'm going green.
To recap, what was your team? Weren't you Ferrari?
Ferrari, yeah. I'll still, obviously Aston Martin is not gonna win Formula One this season unless they have something figured out that we don't know of. But they did finish P9 and P10 in the first race. You know what I mean? So, I think when it comes to the top of the grid, I'll go for Ferrari.
All right,
none of that. No. What is your team, bro?
Aston Martin, bro. I already said it. It's Aston Martin.
You're about to get the boot out of here, bro.
It's Aston Martin. That's my team.
So that's it.
I said it already.
All right, so that's it. Aston Martin. Now, Achilles.
What?
Do we have teams? Does your favorite or does your racer have to be on the same team? Is that like the stipulation here? Or can you be like a Haas guy who likes, like in your case, I know you're or you were good for Pierre Gasly. Like, is that still your guy?
Oh, listen, I love Pierre. I love Yuki. You know, I love a lot of guys, but they're not my team.
Okay, so you
can like them,
huh?
I said you could like them. That's like you could be a fan of, LeBron, but you need to root for your team first.
Okay, so all right, so you have your team.
Follow that philosophy.
Well, because the people that just only like a player or race or whatever, and then they just they don't have any allegiance.
Well, we need to establish some ground rules here because I feel like I might be cheating if I go with a team and then I like a racer from another team. Like, is that like I want to know if that's allowed here or if I have to like.
Listen, if you want to be a weak spine flip flopper, you do what you want.
Why do I gotta be a weak spine flip flopper? Why do you gotta get with the name call?
Because everyone else here is making a definitive statement.
You literally
you're already like, what
you literally
flip
flop because you found the sale on the Haas website. That's why you flip flop.
I have a backbone. I support American teams and American things, unlike the rest of the people. Right?
No, you got 30% off, and you said this is my new team. That's what you did.
I switched before that.
I think
they finished last year. They finished last year, and I still bought stuff. All right. Don't question me.
What's homeboy's name again? Fort Lauderdale guy. What's his name?
Logan Sargent.
Logan Sargent.
Yeah,
I think he's so bad. I want to pretend that he's not there. Like I'm like, okay, buddy, good work. But like, he's very, very bad. I can't believe he got re-signed.
He got what, like 2 points last season? I think I was, if I recall correctly.
Did he even get 2?
Oh, I don't know. We got to look it up. I think I might have to, I kind of feel like the only people who didn't score points were De Vries, and there was the other kid. Oh no, the other kid got points. I don't know. I'll look it up. I have it there, but I'll pull it up. But all right, okay. So I'm gonna make an executive call here and say if you want to have your favorite racer on another team, that's fine, and you can have your team. That's fine too. But it can't be like, oh, my favorite racer didn't win, but his teammate did, so I'm happy. No, it's like your racer's your racer, your team is your team. Okay.
That's what I'm trying to say, bro.
All right. So Gus, who's your guy? Who's your racer? Yeah. Who's your guy?
Daniel Ricciardo, bro.
God, the worst.
Bing bong.
Oh man. Ricky's grown on me, bro. I hated him. I thought he was such a frat guy, annoying, but he's growing
and
on
he kind
me.
Of is. But it's
he was growing. No, dude, he was growing on me because of Drive to Survive, and then Race 1 comes out. He's terrible. He gets in the way of my guy Yuki, and I'm done with it. No more.
Nah, he's.
Oh man.
I definitely Netflix this season. Season 6 definitely changed, made me like him more. You know, it was the whole redemption story. Like, man, that little bromance that Horner has with him. You know, that he still looks out for him. Like, who has your heart? Ricciardo. And I was like, wow, okay, that was nice. I like that. That made me, I was like, that won me over a little bit. But okay, so you got Ricciardo. Achilles, are you just, or are you still? Is it Hulkenberg and Magnussen, or are you gonna pick? Listen, or you got another guy? Who's got your heart?
Who's got my heart? Yuki and Albon. Those are the 2 guys I really like. For real.
Albon?
Oh, he's so good in that garbage car. I love that kid.
Really? Okay.
Oh yeah, he's good.
I thought he did really great. I think he got all the points for Williams last season. They got all the way up to 7th. That's where they finished. So props to him. He's good. I look at him and I think of what happened to him and what happened to who's the other Red Bull guy that was put in the Red Bull seat and then couldn't hack it. Was it Gasly? Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
was it?
Yeah, Gasly drove in Red Bull, and so did Albon, and it's like, all right, okay, let's bump him down to the.
Listen, I didn't say he's the best. It's just like I appreciate him because he can score points in what was considered the worst car. And then you have his teammate who can barely finish a race.
All right, solid. Hold on, I got.
And then Yuki is just a psychopath. I love the kid. He's insane. He's funny on the show, and on the track, he is a menace. I love him.
All right, I got the points for everybody last season.
Oh yeah, I pulled it up. Nick DeVries was the only one who didn't score points because he only raced like a couple races. He got 1 point.
11 races, 10 or 11 races he got in. I think it was just 10. And they were like, all right, you're out. And Logan Sargent got 1 solid point. So, hey, that's 100% more than DeVries got. So, I mean, you look at it however you want. You know what I'm saying? So, good for him. But anyway, okay. So, all right. You gave me 2 guys. He's got his 1 guy. My guy is still Ocon. That's still my dude. I've been riding with him since season 1. I know you hate him, but you know what? My guy's got to win. So I feel pretty damn good about it. He won a race, and I thoroughly enjoyed it like a real fan.
Talk about someone who the show did not help at all.
You think so? They made him kind of like they painted him like a
whiny asshole, and he's scared off 2 teammates already. So there's one constant variable in this situation, and it's him. But wait, everyone else says he's kind of a dick.
I love the sort of clash that he has with Gasly.
Oh, listen, it was fun to watch, but it's not good for the team, as you can tell.
No, not at all.
Yeah,
not at all.
See, I think for me, what I took out of it was like, yo, Ocon is just like, he's trying to be Verstappen, bro. Like Verstappen, you don't give a shit about anybody. He's like, I'm here to win. I'm not even on the
race for Alpine. Show. You're not trying to beat anybody, bro.
Hey,
just actually try and do something for your team.
Hey, look, he won. He won a race. I don't care what anyone says.
No, I'm not saying he's not good at driving. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying he's just a dick.
No, he's a good French dick. I'll give him that. He's a good solid.
Hey, no, that's what she said. Somewhere.
No, I look. Ocon. I've been riding with him. I haven't used my changed driver card yet. There's other guys that I like, and have grown on me, like we said, Ricardo. I really want to see Lewis Hamilton next season in red. I think that's going to be like must-watch TV. I want to see it.
Oh, yeah.
But team-wise, bro, I was on the verge of using my card from Alpine and switching to Haas. I really was. Very, very close. I wanted to, but they didn't re-sign Gunther, man. So now it's like, come on, bro. That was 90. That was like 95% of the reason why I wanted to switch was Gunther, bro. Like
I almost moved to North Carolina.
Yeah, bro. How great was it the first episode this season when everybody's doing all these crazy things, like showing what they were doing in the off season, and he's like fishing. He's like, "This is boring as shit." He's trying to fish. I was like, "Yeah, bro, that's what's up, dude. That guy hates it."
Yeah.
So. Yeah. I'm gonna stick with Alpine right now. I don't feel like I have the conviction enough to make my team switch. So I'm still rocking red, white, and blue on the French side. I'm still gonna go with Ocon, and I'm still sticking with my Alpine guys. But I
appreciate that.
I'm looking over. I'm kind of seeing what's out there. Just like these these guys switching teams and stuff. I was like, yeah, maybe, we'll see. But nobody sent me any swag. The first team that sends me anything for free, bro, like you got me, bro. Like I'll rep it hard, bro. Alfa Romeo. Those Alfa Romeo hats were nice, man. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Alfa Romeo doesn't exist anymore, bro.
Oh, that's right. What is it now? Sauber Kick Sauber?
Kick Sauber? Sauber something? Kick Sauber Ferrari.
Yeah, dude. What's up with that? I saw the green car this weekend, and I was like, wow, I have no clue. It looked cool, right?
Because every other team just decided to run a black car, which is awful.
Yeah.
And they're the only one with like a little pop of color.
Yeah, the color was nice, but when you see it up close, it looks like the first basic design when you create a car on like Formula 1, the video game. It's just like, okay, here, you get 2 colors, black and that bright green all over it. Like, it has no real like design to it. It's just, this is what this is,
Well, I saw a TikTok where a guy was like, "Oh my god, I can't believe they changed it, and I love the pop of color, blah blah blah." But they made one mistake, and then he put the Rick Roll video on the green because it acts as a green screen, so now anyone can do whatever they want.
Nice, solid, dude. I like that.
That's amazing.
But I think they have a nice car. I was kind of upset. I liked Alpine last season. They had the really pink car and then the really light blue car. And I feel like this season they're kind of
went black.
Yeah, we'll see. I you know me. I don't like black for black. Like just to.
That's what I'm saying, and that's what it feels like. Everyone just kind of like, man, I don't feel like doing it.
Yeah. All right. Okay, so we've established teams. We've established rules. We're on the grid right now. We're getting ready to start. Let's get this episode going here. I want to talk about one big thing that I noticed on the show. That I want to dive into it. I know Achilles, I brought it up in our chat earlier, and I rewatched the episode 2, which was the De Vries getting the boot and Ricciardo getting the seat. Bro, they did not do any favors to that poor Nick De Vries kid, bro. Like, they made him look like the biggest, softest, weakest driver ever. The guy's a Formula 2 champ and a Formula E champ. Like, he knows how to race.
Yeah, but that's how he drove, bro. He was terrible.
But I get it. He had a bad run, but like Netflix said, all right, we don't.
They gave him less than a season, bro.
No, but not even less than a season. It's just the narrative that how they depicted him on the show. To me, just felt like we never want to see this guy race in anything again because you question his manhood. Remember the scene where he's driving with like his manager or somebody, and they're in a little green car, and then like a Lamborghini's like, oh, I don't like that car. It's too fast. You know, like, come on, dude, you're a race car driver, bro.
No, but he's also not that young. He's like almost 30 already.
What,
so like that was his only
28. Yeah,
that's already if you're not in, you're pretty much done. So that was his chance, and he didn't do anything with it.
I get the performance side of it. You had 10 races, as fair or unfair as that was, you know, like, yeah, it sucks. And 10 races on a bad team that was having a bad season to begin with, you know, with a bad car, all these things were going against you. I'm sorry, but
Yuki
you didn't
made it happen, bro. I don't want to hear it.
Yuki made it happen. You didn't take advantage of the situation. But what I just thought was like, bro, like I felt like AlphaTauri was like, yo, Netflix, here's a little extra cash, bro. Just bury this guy, bro. bury him. Like this guy cannot even race. There's no chance he's going to NASCAR. They're gonna be like, no, we don't want this pretty boy here. You know, like everything. Even the very beginning when he's like, they show him like YouTubing like how to shoot a gun when he's going to that charity shoot, and it's like, oh, dude, no, such a bad look. And then he's like, oh, I don't like aggression and violence. I like to talk it over. I'm like, bro, like seriously, these guys are willing to kill you on the track if it means one higher position on the grid, man. Like you can't.
If you don't got it, you don't got it, bro.
Yeah, dude. And again, Nick De Vries, I'm sorry, man. Like I don't really care for him. I'm sure he's a nice guy. I don't really like. That's not my team or anything. But watching it, that was my big takeaway from the show. And at the same time, I was like, wow, I feel so bad for this guy. And then I'm feeling really good for Ricciardo. And I'm like, God damn it, Netflix. Like, you really did it this one. This was like, you really had me going on both ends over here. Because
like I said, I started liking him after the show. And then in testing, he did really good. And then one of the practices, he did really good. And then qualifying comes around and he's terrible. And then the race comes around and he's useless. It was all a mirage to try and sell because they think he's sellable.
Well, no, he is, dude. He is. Look at Gus over here. Gus would buy anything that says Ricciardo on it, bro. You know what I'm saying?
If there was a stock, if there was a Ricciardo stock that was at a 52-week low, I would buy it.
Oh God!
Like I'm trying to think, who was the most? Okay, so you think Esteban Ocon looked like a real dick on the show? Who's the other? Yeah. Who else was like very unlikable? Because I cannot stand your boy. Sorry, Gus. I know it's your team, but Lance Stroll is just. I mean, like, that guy.
Nobody likes billionaires' sons.
Unless
I don't even like him.
Yeah, if he wins, like, he has to win a championship, and then people are like, okay. Because other than that, it's just daddy's boy. That's his whole thing. Even though there's a bunch of Nepo babies out there in racing, but he's like the prime example because he's average at his best. He's average.
Yeah. Because it's gross though, man. Like when you see it, like when he talks, it's like, dude, just slap yourself. Like what? Like it's horrible. Very, very cringe, man. Like like at least Beckham, when he talks, you're like, oh, that voice doesn't go with the guy. But at least, you know, he's good at soccer and like he's good looking. Like Lance Stroll is just everything wrong, you know, like even the bad looking.
He's just mid, top to bottom.
Oh yeah. Oh, look at wait. I think I have something for that. Where is it? Oh man, this is not good. Nope. I messed it up, didn't I?
Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, spin out.
Oh, there it is. That's what I was looking for. I was giving you.
That's what you were looking for.
I brought. You know, I rearranged
the amount of time that it took. I was expecting a brand new sound.
Yeah,
I know.
I was like, oh, does he have someone saying mid or something?
Yeah.
No, I don't have the mid thing. But what I was looking for here, for you, Achilles, I was giving you points for using the word mid because that's not very harpsichord of you, you know? I was like, wow, look at this guy. It's like a whole new Achilles.
Right?
He's a Haas guy now, man.
Yeah, Haas really did a number on him, bro. Like
I'm just a regular guy now.
Dude, look at that, man. Let me see the hat real quick. Like lean into the camera a little bit because that is nice.
It's a great logo, dude. It's a good logo.
Achilles is a fan of the classiest NASCAR team.
Yeah. So I never knew that the reason you never saw the owner of Haas is because he's not allowed to leave America because he's a criminal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gene? Is that the Gene guy who's always calling Gunther?
Dude, that's why he only calls him and you never see him. Because Gene Haas got convicted of like crazy, I don't know, it was like tax scam, some sort of money scam where the guy literally just can't leave the country. And that's why he always has to call Gene.
What? Bro, that's like, oh man. What's the bad guy from Inspector Gadget?
Dr. Claw.
He's Dr. Claw.
Yeah, dude. All right.
Look at that.
Gus, there you go. I like that. Bro, can we also with the Aston Martin, the other thing that I took away was like what's the dad's name? The owner of the team?
Stroll.
Lawrence.
Huh?
Yeah, Lawrence Stroll.
Lawrence Stroll. Bro, that guy is just your typical like evil villain. Like
classic billionaire. Like when you like think of like, okay, I need to come up with a evil billionaire character. It's just,
let me just look at this guy. Everything he touches turns to gold. Like, bro, that guy doesn't give a shit about his son. Like, he's just like,
oh no,
they made it like he loves him to death.
Oh yeah, no.
You know what he reminds me of? Like whenever Andy Garcia plays an asshole in a movie, that's rich. That's like that's what that guy is.
That's Terry Benedict right there. That's what it is.
Yeah, he's Terry Benedict. Yeah, that's for sure.
Canadian Terry Benedict.
Yeah.
He's
Canadian bacon with eggs Benedict.
I just don't. God, bro, he's so evil. Like, just looking like everything that when he talks about his son, I'm like, bro, you don't look. The only reason you're nice to your son is because he's next in line. You know, like he's gonna inherit this. That's it. So you're just trying to set him up and give him every opportunity, and it's good PR that you care for your son. You know what I mean? So that might buys you a little bit of everything. But then you're going all in with Fernando Alonso. You don't give a shit, dude. But yeah, he was.
That was another thing. Fernando Alonso had this amazing season, and they barely touched on it.
Yeah, that's true. I mean,
it wasn't a good season. It was okay.
Yeah, you thought so?
For me.
Gus, how far are you into it? How many episodes do you have left?
I'm not sure. I don't remember.
You're like at least halfway, you think, or are you enjoying it so far? Okay, like do you find it as good? I thought it was a good season. I thought considering the fact that. Go ahead.
I kind of agree. I agree with what Achilles said that it. What's his name? Alonso had a great season, and I haven't heard shit about it up to where I am right now, and I'm a few episodes in. Like I'm deep in it.
Yeah,
and
you're not going to hear.
It's kind of weird. Like that's crazy because you wouldn't think he had a good season based off of watching the show, and he had. But again,
we're talking about a team that finished 5th. The Sun sucked, and all the points were Fernando. Like, and they were still so far behind. Like they were still 100 points behind. I think the 3rd place team that was fighting for 2nd place. 3rd and 2nd were fighting. That's where the battle was. They're not going to waste too much time talking. I mean, Alonso story.
But Alonso is a good character. The guy's hilarious. He's great on camera, and he had a good season.
I mean, I thought he had an okay season, but the problem was it was just
the cars just changed. You know what I mean? But he started out podiums, dude, for that freaking
Also, he's one of the all-time greats of the sport. Like, fuck, give him some respect and give him some airtime.
That's the thing, though. But like, the problem is, I really thought like they should have honestly. They probably should have talked more about Red Bull. Like, as gross as it sounds, like that they had 95% of the win shares, 30-something podiums they had. I think that was the final number last season. They won every race except one.
Nothing. They didn't say anything.
And they really didn't like other than
because it was too busy with Horner and Ricardo. That was it.
Yeah,
substituted Red Bull. It was literally honestly, stop pretending that it's a secondary team.
I think Netflix realized that nobody likes Max Verstappen.
I don't think they were clamoring for that. But in real talk though, like the fact that this guy's season was so gross as far as like how much,
and they just
but again, I think that's why they're like, well, do we focus on something that like beat the dead horse and talk about again how great his season is? Or does it dwarf like the accomplishments of everybody else? Because as good a season as you could say Fernando Alonso had, like, does it matter? This guy killed everybody. You know what I mean? Like, wow, you were great. 5th place team best driver on the 5th place team. Like essentially, that's what it was. And the gap was so massive.
Bro. They could have spent some time on Fernando Alonso.
Yeah,
at least half an episode.
Yeah. Oh, how about Timo Toto Wolff? When I say Timo Toto Wolff, what do you think of? Is it Timo? Timo, right? Like where you go shopping, that cheap site.
Yeah.
Who's Timo Toto Wolff? Huh?
Who did he take over for?
Oh, nobody knows who the team principal at Williams was before. This the Toto Wolff
right?
washed down version.
Oh, I loved Vowels. He's such a weird nerd, dude.
Oh, super.
Yeah.
And like he was the breakout star of this season, I
Loved
think.
him.
Super nerd. Like he's like, I bet I don't drink any caffeine until Sunday because this and that and that. I'm like, bro.
You could tell everyone every time he walks by, he's like,
oh, here we go.
Yeah. Like when the first time he walks into the building and they just follow him for like 30 seconds, he goes, hello.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
He's so awkward.
He was great, dude. He was great.
Such an like awesome, classic, data-driven nerd. And
so good.
But he was, but props to him. He got your boy Albon racing and scoring points. That trash team that's been like bottom of the barrel for every season since we've been a fan. All of a sudden is 7th. Right behind, or right close to, 6 was Alpine, and then it was them, and then AlphaTauri, Alfa Romeo, and then Haas at the very bottom there. So, bro, that's a hell of an accomplishment for the guy. Yeah. But as soon as they showed him for the first time on the show, I was like, bro, what is this guy? Who is this guy?
Me and the wife were watching it, and we're like, wait, where is he from? Because he doesn't have a British accent. He doesn't have an American accent. It's not like a completely different country kind of accent. Just look it up, and he's British.
He's British. Yeah, he's British.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was like Toto's like little brother or something.
So did I.
I thought he was definitely German.
No, dude,
German, Austrian.
Wow. Holy snap.
That's hilarious. One of my favorite scenes is where him and Toto are like having lunch together, and they're both dressed exactly alike.
Exactly the same with the shirts and stuff. Yeah. And then when they showed him like the first time, like in an old picture of them like celebrating something that happened at like Mercedes or something, I'm like, bro, like they just said, all right, we got to copy everything they're doing over there. Give us the guy who looks the most like Toto. That's our new team principal. That's it. We're rolling with that, man. So yeah, breakout star of the show. I thought it was great. Awesome. Fun to watch. Good to see Williams get some love. But yeah, that team, man, that Logan Sargent, bro, our boy from Fort Lauderdale. Damn.
Bro, he's got to embrace his inner I-95. What's he doing, bro?
Yeah. He definitely doesn't drive like he's from Miami, right? Like he's just, like, come on, bro. We've seen better drivers on the turnpike over here, who are late to work in the morning. You know what I'm saying?
He grew up in like Weston, driving on the turnpike, not on I-95. That's why.
Yeah. He's too weak. What about Ferrari? What about they got some love? The new team principal, the French guy.
Yeah, I like him, but
I had no idea his personality was like that. Like that he was gonna be like quirky,
like such a jokester.
Yeah. I was like, okay, definitely not what they what you'd expect from a Ferrari guy. What's that?
Yeah,
not where they normally go. I said.
Yeah. And then the most feel good moment of the show has got to be Gunther and
Bonetti.
Oh yeah,
like,
that was
the best. They're best friends. It's so weird.
It's such a sweet like bromance, like we like.
Bro, the mad scientist is tall as fuck.
Yeah, he's up there, bro.
Shit.
But I like the memes.
So happy, dude.
Yeah, he's so happy. He's like, bro, I'm picking grapes out here in like.
He's like, I come out here every other week and I just chill, bro. This is great.
Best thing that ever happened was he left Ferrari. Like that's it, dude. Like, congrats, you passed life. You succeeded in life. You get to live there and do that for the rest of your life. No problem, bro. And everybody loves you. Nobody, not even like the hardcore Ferrari fans are probably like mad at him. They're probably like, it wasn't his fault. Like he's a very likable guy. Like you can't get mad at him. Like, oh, this guy ruined it for us. No, it was Leclerc. He messed it up. No, it's not Matthias' problem. It's everybody else's problem except him. I do like the memes that came out, like the one that said Netflix, please make a show of Gunter and Benito just driving around Italy on the countryside in like a different color Fiat every week. You know, it's like that was
they could. It'll be just like that Seinfeld comedians and cars getting coffee. It'll be just like that. It'll be amazing.
And just talk race cars, just talk cars and wine and shit. You know what I mean? Like I won't understand half the stuff they're talking about, but it just seems so nice. And how they speak in the same language, and I'm reading the subtitles. I'm like, this is great. Yeah. This is wonderful. These guys are so nice. That was the feel good moment of the show. But overall, I enjoyed the whole season. I thought it was great. I thought it was going to be very challenging considering how bad the season was as a fan, because it was not competitive. Like we said, 95% of the races were won by Red Bull, all of them except one. Like there was not like, bro, I never thought I'd miss like a Hamilton win. Give me a little Lewis Hamilton winning here. Even the Loki, even as George Russell, who I absolutely hate. I was like,
oh, I love Georgie, bro.
Oh,
the guy, he's so maniacal. He's always cheating at all times, doing something shady. I love it.
Horrible guy. I hate him. But he is perfectly groomed to be that next evil villain of Mercedes. Like that kid's gonna. He's fitting into that mold. That car looks like he belongs there and everything. I just wonder what's gonna happen, dude. Like, do you think there's any chance Verstappen leaves?
With all this Horner stuff, maybe, dude.
I know, dude.
It's crazy. No other team is gonna give Verstappen the car that he has. He's gonna have to actually race if he leaves Red Bull.
But he can. Yeah, but he's shown that he can. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he can definitely race.
It's not gonna be a given that he's gonna win. You know what I mean?
Well, no,
not a given, but he'll have to earn it. But if there's someone who can earn it, it's that guy.
Yeah, right now he's
there's a few guys.
He's in that sweet spot where he's an incredibly gifted driver and he has the absolute best car because he has the best team working on his car. So if you take that out and you put in anybody there, they'll probably win with that car. You know, anybody who's a half decent driver. But
look at Checo, bro. Like,
yeah, but they're not putting the same stuff. They're not putting the same stuff.
Wait a minute. Dude, how many races would Checo have won if not for either his car crapping out or he had to give a fucking red carpet to Verstappen? Those are a bunch of races like that, dude.
That was early in the season. Like the last time that happened was at Monaco.
So what?
And after that, he was qualifying outside the top 10 and having to work for a 7th place finish, bro.
Dude, I'm telling you, bro, they weren't hooking up Checo with the same stuff, bro.
Yeah,
they were like, and it was still better than the other cars. He's just we don't
want that. They were like, that Mexi can't win. You know what I mean? They're like, we can't give him that stuff, dude. We're not gonna give him the nice car. They're like, I don't know. We're gonna hook up our Dutch boy here.
This is like Real Madrid getting rid of Keylor Navas all over again.
Yeah, exactly. Look,
they never gave him a chance.
I think that if with the stuff, the drama that's happening, and I also think let me start again. I don't think we'll ever see another run as long and as dominant as the Mercedes run, you know, because
I don't know about that, bro.
Just because, and hear me out. Maybe this makes sense, maybe this doesn't, but I just feel like now the attention, the eyes, the fans and everything, I feel like it's obviously has grown a lot more. This sport has grown a lot in a shorter amount of time than it ever had in the past. Okay, if that makes any sense. Obviously the show, now we have 3 races in the United States. It's become much more of a global thing. I'm finding out F1 fans left and right now that I didn't even know watch the show. I was talking to my nephew, right, who's the same age as me, and he was telling me that his kid is into F1. And it's because of the show. And like he's in a racing club at his high school. Like he goes to K1 indoor karting and stuff like that on like weekly trips and things like that. Like it's becoming a bigger thing. And with that, with more eyes and more money, I think more people are going to start, paying. And I think these other teams are going to start getting more investments because everybody's going to want to cut. Now, all of a sudden, these rich people like, bro, what is it? I think they said in MLB. No. Yeah, Major League Baseball, I think the cost for a new expansion team is like $2 billion right now just to get in, right?
Yeah.
MLS is some ridiculous number right now that's continuing to grow. Every league, it's getting harder and harder to get in. But guess what? We're having more people with money and they're looking for ways to burn it, bro. So if you're gonna get these investors that are gonna come in and they want to play with the big boys, they're gonna go to Formula One. And I think it won't be, not that I'm saying it won't be long before it happens, but I wouldn't be surprised if one of these big dogs comes in and all of a sudden hits up Haas or hits up Williams and says, hey, let's go, let's play. The same way Lawrence Stroll came in and did what he did with Racing Point India. It can happen again. So I feel like now you're starting to see that, and it's going to continue to snowball. So I wouldn't be surprised if like the Red Bull guys, the engineers, start getting picked apart from the Red Bull team. And they start like, hey, we'll pay you more to come over to Mercedes. Hey, we'll pay you more to come over here. So now
which is what happened to Mercedes.
Exactly.
That's why they fell. Yeah.
Exactly. So I just think you're going to see a little bit more of that, where these runs of success are going to be a little shorter. The cycles are a little shorter. You're not going to see that Mercedes dominance. But you're going to see a little shorter. But with that being said, I think it'd be interesting, especially with what's happening to Horner, with all these like personal issues that are going on at Red Bull. Like, bro, what if?
Do we know exactly what it is?
I think Achilles might know. What happened
with
Horner
stuff?
He's got accused of
doing weird, like harassing one of his assistants. Like sexual text messages and pictures and all types of creepy shit.
Ooh. And apparently it got released in a Google Drive or a Google Doc and stuff like that, and everybody's seen it. But then they got rid of the girl.
They're sweeping it under the rug. And
yeah, we'll see. Like I said, we'll see what happens. It's
and for someone who's so innocent, he was nowhere to be seen at the race last week until you heard him on the radio. So he was just hiding somewhere.
So
gingerly.
Hey. With that being said, though, can we assume that maybe Verstappen goes to a team, let's say, that just is losing one big icon, and they sign him up? What if he goes to like Mercedes?
This whole drama would have to go the whole season.
Oh,
because I can just see Max just like fuming, like, I don't want to talk about anything other than racing. Just absolutely just driving him insane that he can't just go out there and talk about racing and drive a car and has to deal with like this weird dumb bullshit.
I'm telling you, dude. I could see Max Verstappen shaking shit up, going to another team like Mercedes. So okay, so let's recklessly speculate here, like we like to do. So if he leaves, Hamilton's gone. So there's a seat available there. Hamilton goes to Ferrari. He's taking Sainz's seat, which good riddance. I can't stand that pretty boy. I don't like him. Ugh. He's so unlikable. He's nice. He's Lance
He never
Stroll,
comes off as an asshole or anything like that.
He
is.
He's Lance Stroll.
I can see that.
Stroll.
Yeah.
He is. And he's a soft driver. I don't care for him.
Yeah, he's soft and smooth operator. That's kind of funny, but no. So he's available. He can go to who knows where he goes, because if Max leaves, they'll probably put Daniel Ricciardo with Checo. Or maybe Checo leaves.
No chance, bro.
What if?
Horner's gonna finish third at best if their lineup was Checo and Danny Ricciardo, bro.
Horner has a spawner for Ricciardo, dude.
Yeah, Horner.
No. I can see him being the second driver to Max, because then it doesn't matter. You know you're gonna win every race.
Yeah, but if they lose Max, there's
no chance that's the driver lineup they put out there, bro. Zero chance.
I'm reading the tea leaves here. If Max were to leave, then they would have to either go with Sainz and Ricciardo.
Sainz is a better choice than fucking Ricciardo, dude.
Or no, but that's the thing though. Ricciardo's gonna be the next guy if Max leaves, and if Horner's still there, it's gonna be Ricciardo. So who's the other guy gonna be? Is it gonna be Checo or is it gonna be Sainz? That's the question. And then the whole trickle down afterwards. So
I'm telling you, unless he starts getting points, even 1 point every race, Ricciardo's not going anywhere, and he's having his last hurrah.
I'm pretty sure
terrible this first race. Terrible.
I'm pretty sure half of Horner's inappropriate text messages were sent to Ricciardo.
Accidentally, because they have like the locker room talking. Oh shit!
Ricciardo. Here's another Horner sponer. All right. Okay. So the race this weekend. What did First of all, you guys all watch it live, or did you guys get?
Yeah, I watched it.
You watched it live, Gus? Did you have something to do in the morning, or did you watch it?
I did not watch it live. I didn't watch it live.
Okay, So, well, this question is then for Achilles. How good did it feel? Just to know that it was like 9 a.m. and you were like, oh man.
Oh, dude, and we have our little tradition for every race. We order tostadas and a couple of pastelitos and a little café con leche, and that's our little thing that we have while we watch the race every weekend, bro.
Nice, bro. I love it, dude. I love the early morning breakfast tradition now that I've been doing.
We have it, dude. And we order it the night before and set it for whatever time the race is to show up right before. So we wake up, the food's at the door, you grab it, boom, and
you're getting it delivered. What are you using, like DoorDash or something?
Yeah, man.
Nice, dude. DoorDash, hook it up, bro.
That's how you technology, bro. That's how you technology.
No, Achilles always technologies. He's very good at that, you know? Like, I might have to try it. Usually I just get up, I'll make the coffee, but I remember when I was living at the apartment, I would go across the street or next door to Sergio's and go get myself a little coffee, tostada, do the same thing, and just go hard on it. I could do the same here. I mean, I got bakeries around the house, so I got to do it. I've been doing it myself here, but I'm going to try that for this weekend. All right, but it felt good. It felt good, right? Like we got excited. The race season, optimistic. We're Bahrain.
We watched all the qualifying. Like we were in it, bro. Like we were ready.
Yeah,
nice.
Achilles
I watched
qualifying.
That's what
league. We're in a fantasy league, dude.
Oh, I didn't sign up for that. Fuck.
You're way behind at this point, bro.
Yeah, you got a DNF.
You're just gonna lose.
You got a DNF. Yeah, but join. You can win a week. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Join. I got my squad there, which I took a hit because both my guys started in 19 and 20 at this race. The two guys that I had on my team.
Yeah, but then they gained all those places.
Yeah, I did all right. But okay, so it was exciting to watch the race. I'm optimistic. Like now, what are we looking forward to this season, though, man? Like, are you like? Yeah, I mean, that scares the hell out of me.
We failed to mention that this race was the first time in the history of F1 that every single car finished the race.
That's right.
In the history?
In the history of
no. The history of that track.
Of that track. My bad.
Yeah.
Wow.
That every single car finished the race. All 20.
Damn,
Logan Sargent was dead last.
Big surprise.
So Achilles, like if you got Haas here with no Gunter, how did Haas finish this weekend? I don't remember.
It started great with Nico qualifying 10, and then that freaking Nepo baby piece of garbage Lance Stroll crashed him and fucked up his race. And he still finished 16.
Okay.
And Kevin Magnussen finished 12. So if you have a guy already at 10 and the other driver who was not nearly as good finished 12, you would have had like a legit good day if it weren't for that, as aforementioned.
Okay.
Stroll. So they did good. Like it was promising. It just sucked that in the first lap it ruined Nico's race.
I'm just wondering, like, how do you get into like this season? If you, I'm not questioning your fanhood here, not at all. But like, I'm just curious to see the psychology between your new fandom in the sense that you're all Haas, you got your two racers, but that's like gonna be a long season for you, right? Like it's gonna be a lot of.
As long
where do you find someone?
Listen, every year they are good at the beginning of the year. They're getting there. They're right in the points. They're good. And then someone crashes their car and totals it, and they run out of money, and they can stop thinking the car is good, and it goes to shit. So the key is, as long as someone doesn't total their car, they'll be fine.
All right. So, okay. Well, let's see. Hopefully, we have a good race this season or this week. We're in Jeddah. That was the Saudi Arabia, right?
Yep.
Damn. Okay, so they're sticking around there. And then what's the next race after that?
Yeah.
Is it Australia, the third one?
It might be. But yeah, there will be. I think there's next to zero chance there's no DNFs at Jeddah because that is a danger zone. It's the second fastest track and it's a street track, so you can't mess up.
Ooh. When do you I don't know. I'm just excited, bro. Like, honestly, I'm trying to separate my feelings here. Like, I want Ocon to win. I want, my Alpine team to get some points. But then I'm looking at you with your sweet swag there. And I'm like, damn, bro, I think I look pretty good in that hat. Like, that shirt would look pretty nice on me.
It looks like the Avengers logo, dude. Like, it's a
yes, that's what it is. I'm like,
that's
look,
true.
I'm like, damn, is that Tony Stark's tower like on your head?
Yeah,
there, bro?
dude.
Yeah. Damn. All right. Okay. Gus, are you gonna be able to watch the race this weekend, or do you got are you gonna have to do like the DVR thing? Because I know Sundays are a little tough for you.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Saturday this week. It's
Saturday at 10.
Oh, Saturday again? Why are we doing back-to-back Saturday races?
Oh, found out that it's because Ramadan is starting. So they've been pushing it to make sure that by Sunday, everyone can go and do what they need to do.
Oh, so it's only these 2 weeks.
Yeah. And then
Saturday races. Then it goes back to oh, so okay. So tomorrow's qualifying then.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's qualifying, and then we have the race on. Wow, my Saturday just got a lot more interesting. All right, sweet, dude. I had stuff planned for Saturday. You know, post 21st annual 21st birthday celebration. So I got that going on. So now I got something to do in the morning. What time is the race?
10.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah,
All
it's
right,
perfect.
Not too early, not too late. It's perfect.
No, it's fantastic. Sweet spot right there, bro. All right, so how do we feel? First F1 or FU podcast in a year. Are we gonna DNF for the next 52 weeks, or are we gonna be back?
No chance. We'll be back.
What's that?
Car feels good. Or like
Car feels
Hamilton's
good?
like, oh, my seat is broken. So that guy was getting jostled like crazy. That's so funny.
My car is porpoising. Porpoising. I love the
So funny
porpoising.
that his chair broke and the poor guy's just getting rattled to death. That poor old man.
Oh shit! All right, so let's try to make sure we get some points this week. Let's make sure that we bounce back and that we're on the grid again for next week. But I think we're good. I feel like we're good, but I think it's time to box the podcast right now. Let's bring it in.
Retire.
No. Let's I think we pushed hard here. We did a good push. Qualifying is good. Let's wait how we do this weekend. Did we miss anything that we wanted to touch base on, or is this a good dismount?
No, we're good.
Good. Awesome. All right. So with that, we're gonna hear a lot of that on Saturday. It's gonna be nice. I love all these.
Formula.
And then last, we'll leave you with Leclerc and his. There you go. So with that
screwed again. They gave him a broken car again. The guy was right there. He was right there, holding on for second, and his broke down again, bro.
It's gross. It's so gross, man.
Hopefully, I feel bad for him, honestly. He's snake bitten, and I don't know why.
I mean, yeah, and you know what I'm hoping for this weekend, real quickly, for qualifying? Like, wouldn't it be nice if Verstappen's like, bro, I just don't feel challenged. I'm gonna just start at 20. Like, I want to see.
Never in a million years, dude.
No way.
Never. But that's what they did. That's what they did in the practice and the testing, because they were like 4th, 7th, 2nd, like up and down. People were like, oh shit, maybe. And then they get to the real race and he beats his own teammate by 20 seconds.
You saw the video of like, they're like, well, this is where Verstappen is. And then they show him in the race. And then you don't see anybody for like 45 seconds. Then Verstappen drives by in front of you. And then later on, you see people where he was at the beginning. And it's like, golly, that's how much of a lead that guy has. It's gross. I say, for every win, he loses a spot on the grid. You know, like so if he qualifies in the pole, then he has to start in P2, and then if he wins that race, and for every win that you get during the season, it's a grid penalty throughout the season. So that'll kind of keep him in check. You know what I'm saying?
But then he'll just finish second instead every once in a while, so he doesn't get reset.
That's fine. I'd like to see a different. Bro, like the fact that it was Red Bull all season long was so like
so boring. Yeah.
But that's the thing. If that's all you're looking for, you're not going to enjoy F1 because that's just how the sport is.
No, I
understand. You have to enjoy the Mercedes versus
these little battles in the middle.
McLaren and stuff, and like, oh snap.
Yeah,
Joe did pretty good. You almost got exactly, dude. You have to like the other stuff. If you're looking at just who finished number 1, you're gonna hate it.
Yeah. All right. Enough of that.
That is true.
So wait. Where's my? Hold on. There it is. All right, Achilles. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today. And thank you guys for hanging out on the F1 or FU podcast. Gus is frozen, so as we say goodbye,
we can hear him. We can hear him,
but let's just show everybody his face.
Hey, it's a pretty good place to get frozen on. Usually, you look like shit, there. You look right there.
You look exactly like your dad in that picture. You already do, but that right there is like really gross. How much you look like him. All right, guys, have a good night. Yeah. All right, everybody. See ya, everybody.